really nice parts about math in sports is that sometimes we think of people who do math as that you're going to stand in front of a board. I do things with TV and newspapers, and when they have me take a picture, what they're most interested in is I have a complicated formula behind me. And if they really want it, ever since a particular movie, A Beautiful Mind, I look even more like a mathematician if I'm writing on a window. And that's particularly what people want. Sometimes people will think of computer scientists and that they program. I am an applied mathematician, that's all my training, and my area of application is computer scientist. So I ride between both of those fields. But one of the really nice things about sports analytics is that if you like math, you can find an entryway into sports. If you were at Davidson College and you came in my office and you said, I want to do sports analytics, I would ask you, do you have a favorite sport? If your answer was, no, I actually don't like sports, but I like math, you have a place in the group. Because if you don't follow sports, you need people who do, because you can come up with very odd results because your math model's a bit off. But nonetheless, you can find things that people who love sports actually cannot find. And if you love sports, you have a place on the group. But with you, the most important thing that you have to be careful of is that you just don't create math that would have said what you would have said in the beginning. So I want to show you how to get in the game of mathematics and sports. And again, you can enjoy either. Sometimes people actually don't really particularly enjoy either of them, but the combination of the two is something that they can enjoy. So first of all, I want to talk a little bit about myself and who am I and how did I get in the game. It turns out that I first got in the game, if you will, of mathematics with 3 students walking in my office and asking if we could create sports analytics for the men's basketball team at Davidson College. When we work with the men's basketball team, this is the team that Stephen Curry came out of. If you don't follow basketball, that name may not mean anything, but it means a lot to people who follow basketball. It's a very successful program. We're going to do math and just offer it to coaches, and they're going to go, whoa, this is going to help us. I had no idea, quite literally no idea if that could happen. So what I said to them is, I am more than willing to try, but I have no idea if they'll find it helpful. Well, we worked with the coaching staff once a week for 2 months to figure out what we do. This is one of the things we did, is that we created computer programs that helped us log the placement of every shot. So we actually have, over the last 10 years, the location of every shot taken by every player in every game. Us, our side. We don't do both sides. The student in the middle is Jason. He's training those 2 other students. They sit at the media table and log the shots. We'll take the men's team. For every 5 men on the court, we keep track of these types of statistics. So right here we see Brian Sullivan. He's actually graduated. We'll get to that in a minute. But notice that what we're presenting is what happens when he's on the court and what happens when he's off the court. We also give what's called sample size. How often did that happen? That's what the possessions mean. How many possessions did we have? Here is the shot chart. Remember Jason training the 2 students? This is what they're doing, is they're actually recording them, and then we come back and get these types of shot charts. This one basically tells you that Davidson shoots 3-pointers and they shoot close to the basket. Not particularly helpful information, which is exactly why the coaches are fine with me showing you this version of the shot chart. We're going to see if you can get 3 out of 5. So what you do is you make a guess, heads or tails in your head. If you guess correctly, it's considered a made shot. And you keep track that you made it, and you count how many you made. Okay, here we go. You ready? All right, make your guess. Remember to keep count. Make your guess. 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 All right, we've got 11 or more out of 13. There we go. We have a few. Can I write a computer program that will make a shot 45.3% of the time? Yes. I use a random number generator, and I can easily do that. Then I just do this. It makes it or it doesn't. I have it, if you will, shoot 13 times. How did it make 11 out of 13? If it did, I consider it a success. If it didn't, I consider it a failure. I do that many, many, many times. How many times did it happen? That's exactly what we just did. There were about 5 hands that went up out of however many are here. That was still a little bit higher than often. Because it turns out, if you were to work it out, your chance was just about 1%. That's how I knew in this size group. If we were just in a classroom, it's very likely nobody would raise their hand.